Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with Stewie. I'm Stewie and this is the KV220. Look at that mark of excellence on the gun, that little red star. This is a tier 5 Russian heavy tank, which is the tank I jump into if I'm having some rubbish games and I just want to go out and have some fun. This matchup is the ideal matchup for the KV220. Well, I'm the only tier 5 in the game, and there's a few tier 3s I can shoot at, as well as a lot of tier 4s. This gun has a very good frontal armour. Even the back and side armour is pretty good for a tier 5. You'll see in this video that we bounce a hell of a lot of shots and also put out a little bit of damage. While I'm driving up here, because the first few minutes I don't really do a great deal, I just sort of get into position. At the moment I'm thinking I don't know where to go. On this map I'm normally in a medium tank, and I'm pretty much heading to where I normally go when I'm in a medium tank. When I get to about here and think it may or may not be a good place to go. But I'm the only tier 5 on my side. I need to be in the thick of it if we have any chance of winning this game. And look at all those tank destroyers on both sides, as well as artillery. They're not going to be pushing anytime soon, except for that little PZ-38NA. He's gone all the way up there, and he does a great job spotting for artillery, as you're about to see. And luckily the artillery driver's turned on and is aiming in the right place. He's up there alone, and you can see he's spotted quite a few tanks, but they're all little tanks, so I'm thinking, stuff it, I'll go up here. This is a tank where you can have a bit of fun in, you can take a few risks, and they generally pay off. There was someone mentioned in the forums a day or two ago that it's underpowered. Well, this video should demonstrate that it's not underpowered. Now, it's been a while since I've done a video, and that's basically because I've been doing a lot of testing of World of Warships, which, due to the non-disclosure agreement, you can't put that on YouTube. And also the games I have been playing in the tanks haven't been that fantastic. You can see artillery's just taken out 2 of the enemy tanks, and I'm up here. I've got my little Hetzer helping me. He's going to give me a hand, and I'm spotted again. I've been spotted a couple of times. That Hetzer to my right isn't a real worry, but I'm coming up towards the enemy flag now, and hopefully we're going to dish out some damage. Now, this is where you're going to see how good the armour on this tank really is. The gun might not be unbelievable. It only shoots out about 100 damage a shot, but because we're top tier, we're going to penetrate pretty much anything we come up against. So spotted again, we know they're all going to be waiting for us. T28, easy money in this tank. So I'll put a few shots into him. Artillery fires at the Hetzer. I've realised the T28 is AFK looking at it, so I might as well take out the tank that is shooting at us. Someone else has looked after the T28. There's my first kill. So target number 2 will be that T40 who's just tracked me. He hasn't got a great chance of doing too much damage to me, so I'm not really worried about him hurting me. And the Chi is shooting me from behind, which could do a bit of damage, but I am angled towards him as well. The T40 has a bit of armour, so he can bounce some of the shots, but I really want to get rid of him being a tank destroyer. Now I can look at the tanks that are behind me. A lot of them look like they're not very good shots. They keep missing me, and they're only sort of taking off 50 damage at a time. I am bouncing a lot of shots, so I back up here. I can use this rock as a bit of cover while I'm taking out the rest. That Marder, I don't know what he was looking at, but he certainly wasn't looking at me. Now you can see I'm using auto aim a little bit, because as I'm turning and looking around, I'm looking at who else is trying to surround me, who's trying to get behind me and flank me. I'm losing at this stage 7-9, but I'm still confident I can dish out plenty of damage. That's my 4th kill. PZ-38 behind me. All he's going to do is bounce me, so I'm not even worried about him. Get rid of this Chi and this artillery, who is one of the better players on the enemy side and has a real chance of killing me. So no, that's my kill number 5. The scores are even again at 10 apiece. I've still got a few little annoying tanks that I really want to get rid of around this rock. So at this stage I know that I'm pretty much guaranteed a top gun, but I also want to secure the win. So I kill this little annoying German light tank, and I look at the map and I realise there's no enemies left. So I'm thinking what I should do. You can look at my damage count. I've done almost 2,000 damage. My win 8 rating on my win 8 counter on the left is through the roof. And I'm just looking around thinking, are they going to come back? Those tanks that were last spotted on the beach, which is the KV1 and I think it's the M2, are they going to come back? I'm hoping they are. So I'm thinking if I sit on the cap circle for a while, that'll attract them to come back. I don't have a great deal of faith in our other tanks that are back at base. The Stug, sorry, not the Stug, the tier 3 looks like he might be AFK. Doesn't look like he's done a lot in the game. And the 2 artilleries, they're going to be easily killed by the remaining enemy tanks. And the KV1 has got 4 kills. So I made the decision to just stay on the cap circle, continue the cap counter, and wait for them to pop up. Now I've realised that I'm too slow to get off the cap circle. The Hetzer is coming back, but I've already capped out. If I hadn't have, I would have got that Hetzer would have been my 7th kill with 1 more shot. But that, in the end, I secured the victory. I probably should have went for the extra kills, but look at those results. I've got the mastery badge, which I've never had before in this tank. The fire for effect, which means I've given more damage than I carried into the game. Shell proof, which is sort of like the steel wall. Duelist for killing other tanks and the bruiser. Cool headed on the right side of the results for 10 ricocheting shots or more. We can see we got hundreds of ricocheting shots. Steel wall, high caliber. Invader for doing the whole cap on my own. And a top gun. One of the best results I've had on this tank. It was a fun game and the results really do speak for themselves. And look at that, 2,986 XP with my premium account. That wasn't my double, that was what I got just as a normal game. And look on the team results, 2,168 damage, 1,422 base XP. Can't do better than that. The KV1 on the enemy side had a good game, did 1,000 damage, but no one else really had a big game. The artillery on our side had a good game, 916. And the Electo and a couple of the others didn't do too bad either. And the final result page, being a premium tank and a premium account, obviously you get bonuses with your earnings. Nearly 64,000 credits earned as a bottom line after tax, if you like. That's definitely the best game I've had in the KV220. Damage blocked by armour, nearly 2,000 damage blocked by armour. Not bad for a tank that comes into the game with, I think, 690 hit points. A little bit of spotting damage and obviously 100 base capture points, which gave me that Invader medal. Anyway, so anyone who says the KV220 is underpowered, get them to watch this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. This will be my last video before Christmas, so everyone have a safe and Merry Christmas. Don't overdo it, don't drink and drive, and most of all, have fun. Again, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, feel free to leave a comment or say something down the bottom of the page. Have a good night and see you in patch 9.5.